welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and we have a final set for the IPL. CSK on one side, KKR on the other side, and they are going to clash. The clash of the Titans for 2021 IPL version is going to be between these two squads. For anyone that follows Cricket for Americans, you know that the two squads that Gabe chose 2 years ago when we did our initial choosing of our IPL teams. Last year, my Mumbai Indians, they won, and I've been bragging five time, a million times, and everyone but Mumbai fans have hated it. This year, I'm not going to be able to add a thumb to it. I'm not going to be able to add any kind of bragging rights. Gabe has already had a team that has won the IPL, and they haven't even started yet because he's got both these teams. So there's these true teams. CSK is his first love, and so if KKR wins, the only solace I'll have is I'll be able to make fun that his first love hasn't been able to win one since he's watched them. But of course, CSK has won 3 championships in the past. KKR has won 2 championships in the past. This will be CSK's 9th championship. This will be KKR's 3rd. So by my math, KKR 100% of the time has won IPL finals. And CSK, according to Cricket Buzz, was like 37% of the time. 3 out of 8. I think it's 37.5 technically. We have a match where CSK, they've been the golden team. Not just because the colors they wear. They've been the golden team all year. The team that after like the 3rd or 4th match, they have been there in that top spot, and they continue to have that top seed going in. KKR is coming in a different road here. They came in, I think, only winning 2 matches in the first half of the IPL when it was in India. Then you had the delay. Then you had UAE come in. And I want to say they've won 5 of their last 7 or possibly 6 of their last 8. That's how they've gotten into this IPL final, by winning. So I'm going to give you another Cricket Convos to talk about the match today and to talk a little bit about the match in 2 days, on Friday. The match today was a low-scoring affair from the way the power play was for DC. No one was surprised by that. It was low-scoring middle over. It was low-scoring for KKR, too, in many parts where they had it sealed, signed, and delivered, and then the run scoring dried up. But at the end of the day, you had a team of destiny, and I'm calling KKR a team of destiny, overcoming the number 2 seed. DC had 2 chances here in the playoffs to get to the final, where they were last year, and they had lost to Mumbai. They weren't able to do it. As a huge fan of RCB, I don't want to hear there's only one team that chokes. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because now DC, 2 years in a row, possibly the best team, possibly the best bowling attack, even though they lost Chris Wokes in the UAE, and that's a huge loss. I don't care who you're talking about or who you're talking to. They weren't able to get it done. Choking has began to be part of their legacy, possibly. Pont was not able to give them over the hump. But this was a close match. Okay? KKR may have won by 3 wickets. Right? But they really won by 1 run. On a 6 on the second to last ball by Tripathi. A 6 on the second to last ball. They needed 6 runs. 6 runs on 2 balls. And he got it with the ball to spare. Tripathi, the guy who's been Mr. Hot or Cold most of the season, he showed up at the right time. Hats off to you, Mr. Tripathi. DC was just not able to do enough, and this has kind of been the story for them. The last several games coming into this match right here, including the last 2 playoff matches, not enough. They're close. They're always there, but they're not able to get over the hump. And that's not a good sign if you're a DC, because this may possibly be, these last 2 years may possibly be the 2 best teams they have. Now we have a mega auction coming up. And they could be an amazing team after the mega auction, or they can take a step back. But they had an opportunity. They had a window here, and they didn't take advantage of that, and that's unfortunate for DC fans. KKR, they did not have the Hamburglar in perfect form. That's what I call Narayan from his little his little delivery, right? But he was not able to get the wickets like he got against RCB. Thank you very much for that, Narayan. He was not able to score like he scored against KKR. Thank you very much, Narayan, because he went down on his usual golden duck. And he mid-season form. But he got them to this place, and he let the rest of the team take him the rest of the way. So you had the openers, Dewan and Shaw, give you 54. Not bad. Stoyanov comes in with 18, ate a lot of balls. DeWine ate a lot of balls. Strike rate under 100. Shreyas Iyer was not out, but he did not score fast enough. He was protecting that wicket. Pont didn't last too long, only 6 balls. Hitmeyer did his normal high strike rate thing, 2 sixes. Got a run out, though. That was unfortunate. And then Axar Patel, 4 balls, 4 runs. The Delhi Capitals were just a few runs short. If they would have got another 6, another 7 runs, they would have had this match. Too little, too late. On the bowling side for DC, you had some performances. They didn't get a wicket, I don't believe, until the 13th over. The 13th over, they didn't get their first wicket. The 13th over, and they still managed to get 7 wickets. 2 from Norkia, 2 from Ashwin, 1 from Khan, 2 from Rabada. None from Axar Patel. Axar Patel finds out today that he's not on the side for the World Cup. That Thakur is in there on the side. Some other people found out that they're going to be there in the nets for Team India to help get them ready. Get to that in a second. But DC, just not enough bowling, just not enough batting. That's the story here. They did okay, but a low-scoring wicket, and they were not able to take advantage. They made it too low-scoring. And then let's talk about KKR and their performance. Their openers combined for 101. 101 combined for the openers. They didn't have a 100 partnership, okay? Iyer went out before Gill did, but they combined for 101 where you only needed 25 from the rest of the team. 111, excuse me. 111, not 101. 111. My math was not working out with that 25. 111. Shubman Gill, 100 strike rate. It was enough for today, but he was living dangerously there, right? Venkatesh Iyer, man of the match. Venkatesh Iyer. He's going to be staying in the UAE with Team India. Get some net action, baby. 55 runs, 41 balls, 134 strike rate. He was the difference. This guy, if you're in India or you're an Indian cricket fan and you're not going crazy right now because of the last 7 or 8 games that this guy's had, then you don't have a pulse. This guy, if this was an American in an American sport, he would be on Sports Illustrated. He'd be everywhere. He'd be the next greatest you-know-what. This guy has had an unbelievable second half in the UAE. Man the match in this match. He is what got you to the promised land, ladies and gentlemen. I know Tripathi had that 6. Venkatesh Iyer said, I wanted to go a little casual. I wanted to make the entire match. I wanted to last the whole time. But he said, nope, that's not me. I got to play my game. He went out. He was the first wicket in the 13th over. But in a low-scoring wicket, he scored 55 runs on 41 balls, 4 fours, 3 sixes. This guy is a maniac. I have not had him as neither. He has always been either a captain or vice captain of my fantasy squad, and only once has he steered me wrong. Once. This guy is phenomenal. He even bolted. They didn't need him to bolt today. Rana Tripathi cleaned it up with 25 combined. But in this match, Owen Morgan, duck, where's he at? You got a duck. But it didn't matter. You're not paying Owen Morgan to bowl, obviously. You're not paying Owen Morgan to bat. You're paying him to field and to captain, and look what he's done. 2 wins in the first half in India of IPL. 2 wins, and they're in the final right now playing CSK. And if you're a CSK fan or you're CSK and you're not nervous about this team, you're way too overconfident, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sit there and think, oh, we got an easy one here, 4 seed KKR. We don't even think about going easy because they could be the team of destiny. They could go 3 for 3. And then Gabe can do 3-time KKR. 3-time. And then the Eagle Wings baby of CSK with 6 times. Oh, that's more than my 5. Oh, no. It's going to happen regardless. He's going to be 6-time. But KKR is the team of destiny. They are. I chose them to win it before the season started. I lost faith in that prediction halfway through, and now I'm back on the boat. I'm rooting for KKR. I think they're going to pull it out. They just find the performances in the right places. Who's going to step up next time? As far as the bowlers go for KKR, let's give them some love. 2 wickets Chakravarti, 1 wicket Loki, 1 wicket Mavi. They didn't need too many wickets. There was a run out there for the 5th wicket. They didn't need too many low economy rates, though. All of them besides Saqib had an economy rate under 7. Saqib was right at 7. The whole bowling squad showed up today. and just barely in this match prove that bowling is more important than batting. It goes back and forth each match. Who's going to step up next match? Is it going to be Tripathi? Is it going to be Rana? Is it going to be Gill? Iyer? You know Iyer's going to be there. Is it going to be Sakib, Ferguson, Narayan, Chakravarti, Mavi? Who's it going to be? It could be any of these guys, or it can be a completely team effort. KKR had 4 ducks. 4 ducks in this match. 4 guys that saw at least one ball and bye. Rabada bowled DK out. Norkia bowled out the captain. Ashwin, LBW, Sakib. Ashwin bowled out Narayan, caught by Axar. KKR is a team of destiny, and you've got to be worried if you're CSK. CSK is going to be a little more rested, so that's going to bode well for them. They have the experience of this being their 9th, but they also have the experience of losing in the finals, ladies and gentlemen. What if you're a CSK fan and they lose their 9th one? They've won 3 out of 9. That's 33% by my math. Ooh, you don't want that. If they win this one, it's 4 out of 9. It looks a little better. It's 44%. You're a CSK fan. You're worried right now. You should be. Iyer is a beast. I love his emergence. Absolutely so proud of this kid. Morgan said we're going to look at those last 4 overs. We're going to see what we need to fix, but we're going to celebrate this right now. Is he possibly right now the best captain in the IPL? He doesn't contribute anywhere else, and his team keeps winning. He's making the right moves. He's trusting the right people. Whoever's decision it was to put Iyer in the squad, genius decision, because this guy, you better not take him ever off the squad until he has 10 games in a row where he gets a duck. Right? Phenomenal. I'm not happy because neither of these are my teams, but I love the cricket that both these teams are playing, and this is a good final that we have. 1 seed versus 4. You have all the narratives there, and who's going to win it? Who's going to win CSK, KKR? I think KKR. My brain says CSK. My heart says KKR. CSK is just too good. They're overloaded in every area. They should be able to pull this out, but KKR, they just know how to stick around. They know how to stick around. Whether they're bowling first or they're batting first, they're going to find a way to stick around. It's unbelievable. I'm excited for this final. CFA, we should be streaming the entire match. We should be. No guarantees yet, but Gabe's in the works on that. So we should be able to do that. Either way, we're going to start off that match on Friday. Going to be excited for anyone who's going to join us here live. But super excited for KKR in this match. DC, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your fans because once again, you choked it. You had the opportunity. You had the guys. You were loaded. You had Stoinis back. And it just didn't work out for you today. It didn't work out for you. It wasn't your time. So we'll see what happens. I want to know, what are your predictions for this upcoming match? What do you see happening? Who is going to be the hero next time? Who's going to be the man in the match, the finals? Who's going to be lifting that trophy? Let me know. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking me out today. And until next time, adios.